Hi, I'm Girija. Welcome to my channel CBSE Academy. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and comment. If you need one-on-one sessions, please mail me to vkirija45@gmail.com. Today we are going to learn about clause part 2, that is adjective clause. Just let us recap what is a clause. A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a predicate, a verb or a verb phrase, and functions as a part of a sentence. There are different types of clauses. As we have learned already, independent clause, subordinate or dependent clause, and coordinate clause. Today, let us learn about what is an adjective clause and an adverb clause, and in detail about adjective clause. What is an adjective clause? An adjective clause, which is also known as a relative clause, is a type of dependent clause, which we have already learned about subordinate clause, that modifies a noun or a pronoun. It provides additional information about the noun or pronoun, answering questions like which one or what kind, etc. Adjective clauses usually begin with a relative pronoun such as who, whom, whose, which, or that, or a relative adverb like such as where, when, or why. Let's see the example. The pen that she borrowed was magical. The boy who is on the stage is a topper. This is the spot where the accident took place. All the highlighted clauses are called as the adjective clause. That she borrowed, who is on the stage, where the accident took place is called as an adjective clause. They provide more information about the noun, pen, boy, spot in the above sentences respectively. Now let us see what is an adverb clause. An adverb clause is a type of a dependent clause that functions as an adverb, an adjective, or another adverb. It provides information about how, when, where, why, to what extent, or under what conditions something happens. Adverb clause usually begin with subordinating conjunctions such as because, although, if, when, while, since, before, after, until, and as. Let's see the example. She dances because she loves dance. This is a reason for the adverb. It is starting with because. He will inform you when he arrives. It's mentioning about the time, arrival. You can go to play if you finish your assignment. It's a conditional clause. All the highlighted clauses are adverb clauses. They provide additional information about the verb like dances, will inform, can go, respectively. Let us see what are connectives. We are going to learn more about the relative pronouns and relative adverbs, comparison made. An adjective clause or a relative clause is usually introduced by a relative pronouns who, which, that, whom, and whose. Who and whom, it refers to a person. Which refers to something, the things and the animals. That refers to both things and animals and person as well. Let's see the example. God helps those who helps themselves. The girl who is wearing the dance dress is my sister. Here, who is wearing the dance dress is a adjective clause. Here, who is a relative pronoun. The dog which went mad has been shot dead. So here, which is a relative pronoun. The dog that bites does not bark, mentioning about a particular thing that that is the animal, dog. Here, that is the relative pronoun. This is the girl whose father has been appointed as a collector. Here, whose is mentioning about the girl. Okay, that is why it is called as a relative pronoun. Now, relative adjective clause comes as whose father has been appointed as a collector. Now, when the adjective clause defines a place, time, or reason, we use relative adverbs where, when, and why, respectively, in place of the relative pronouns. This is the house where my teacher lives. Mentioning about the house, that's why you are using where. Youth is the time when seeds of the character are sown. So mentioning about the time, so you're using the word relative adverb when. This is the reason why he is not regular to classes. Mentioning about the reason, so you are using the adjective clause why here, the relative adverb why here. Such and same are followed by as. His reply was such as I expected. Your answer is same as I expected. But sometimes an adjective clause is introduced by but, where it is equivalent to a relative pronoun followed by not. There was none but wept, means who did not weep. There was not a soldier but fought bravely. It here, but fought bravely. It shows that who did not fight bravely. Let's see about defining and non-defining relative clauses. A defining relative clause, a very particular. Here, the punctuation makes a lot of difference. A defining relative clause defines, limits, or specifies the noun placed before it. Hence, it is essential for the clear understanding of the noun preceding it. The noise that made woke up everybody. The noise that they made woke up everybody. So here, the relative clause that, it is speaking about the noise here. The child who is playing outside is an orphan. Here, the relative clause, who is playing outside. The book which is written by my father is famous. Which is written by my father as a relative clause. Here, that, who, which. If we omit the highlighted clause, the antecedent remains unspecified. For example, the noise woke up everybody. The child is an orphan. The book is famous. So it is not speaking about a particular thing if you don't mention. Now let us see the non-defining relative clause. A non-defining relative clause adds something to the noun placed before it by providing some more information about it. The preceding noun is already definite. The clause is separated from its noun by a comma between the relative clause. Let's see the example. His new house, a comma, which is very big, comma, has no ventilation. Akash's father, who lived in Pune, is very rich. Mrs. Radha, whom you met yesterday, is a close friend of mine. Which is very big, who lives in Pune, whom you met yesterday, are the highlighted sentence are non-defining relative clause. They can be omitted without causing any confusion. His new house has no ventilation. Aka's father is very rich. Mrs. Radha is a close friend of mine. So it doesn't make any much difference in the non-defining relative clause. But here in the defining relative clause, it is showing obviously the noise that they made only woke up everybody. The child who is playing outside is an orphan. So you cannot omit in the defining relative clause. Let's make one note here, that is, that cannot be used in non-defining relative clause. It is used only in defining relative clause. Let's see the combination of simple sentences into a complex sentence by using the adjective clause or a relative clause. When two or more than two simple sentences may be combined into a complex sentence by retaining one of them as a principal clause, that is the main clause, and converting the other or the others into the subordinate adjective clause. Let's see the example. A sentence is given, Hari keeps a dog, I like it. Two sentences are there. When we combine it, I like the dog which Hari keeps. So adjective clause is qualifying the dog, which is qualifying dog. I know the boy, he won the award. I know the boy who won the award. Here, who is qualifying the boy. Where were you born? Do you know the place? Two questions are asked here. And when you combine them, it is talking about the place. So qualifying the place, here you use the adjective clause. Do you know the place where you were born? See the example here using the connectors like that, which, whose, who, where, when, respectively. So these are given and you can. Here is the road. This road leads to Pune. Can you guess what would be the answer? The bus will take you to the railway station. This is the bus. This is Mrs. Sita. Her daughter won a prize. That boy is Sam. He broke one of the windows. She keeps her ornaments in a safe. This is the safe. Do you know the time the train arrives? Here you have to combine each set of simple sentences into one single sentence. Now let's see the answers. Here is the road that leads to Pune. We are combining with the brackets. In the brackets, the connectors are given. This is the bus which will take you to the railway station. This is Mrs. Sita, whose daughter won a prize. That boy is Sam, who broke one of the windows. This is the safe where she keeps her ornaments in safe. Do you know the time when the train arrives? Hope you have understood well what are adjective clause. So if you like, please subscribe, like, and share this. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.